Hey, it's Pete's dude, man. I'm getting fed up with these Quarians. I wish I would have taken the renegade action against Garrel, but I mean, ultimately, we do need to make nice with him so we can get his support. The renegade option's punching him in the gut.
Yeah, punch him in the gut.
I wish I would have done it. This is actually my first time not punching him in the gut, and I've always been a Paragon Shepherd. It's one of the reasons I would be interested in doing a renegade playthrough, because it'd be an all-new experience for me. In any case, let's get some information about the Quarians.
What can you tell me about Admiral Garrel's heavy fleet?
It was our main military force before the war, comprised of all Quarian vessels suited for sustained combat.
Alright.
It can't compare to the Turian forces, of course, but we have a number of heavy frigates and advanced fighter forces.
So it's not bigger than the Turian forces?
Tally said you had the largest fleet in the galaxy.
The Turians have more dreadnoughts. Their overall military force is larger than our heavy fleet by far.
That makes sense.
But before we began this war, we jury-rigged every Quarian ship in the flotilla for battle.
Oh.
Even our live ships have cannons.
You've converted them into dreadnoughts. That's a violation of the Treaty of Ferrixon.
While live ships have firepower comparable to a dreadnought, their primary purpose is food cultivation.
You think the Council will buy that technicality?
If need be. I'll apologize once this war is over.
Yeah, it's not like Quarians have a good
meantime,
standing with the
putting the
Council
civilians in
anyway.
danger.
Not casually, Commander. We keep them off the front lines. But we'll do whatever we
You know,
must.
when I met Tali, I always wondered why the Quarians were, banned from Council stuff. Seeing all the other Quarians makes me realize why.
Tell me about the civilian fleet.
Our civilian ships? Admiral Chorus commands them. It survived his crash landing on Rannoch.
Right, we're going to take care of that
Peacetime,
first.
They made up the bulk of our fleet. Now, our strength would even give the Turians pause.
I'd like to know about your patrol fleet.
In peacetime, the patrol fleet managed navigation, internal security, and intership conflicts or crimes.
Uh-huh.
Now, we mostly guard the heavy fleet's flank. It's mostly light frigates or fighters.
Alright, and how does Zen factor into all this?
Which fleet does Admiral Zen command?
Special projects. It's not a fleet per se, just a few research vessels.
Oh, okay.
Her technical breakthroughs have put us within striking distance of the homeworld.
Yeah, I noticed, but,
You're not worried about her losing perspective, given her interest in the Geth?
If she can save our people, she can do whatever she wants.
jeez, nobody knows here what they want, even. They want the homeworld. They want war with the Geth. They want to control the Geth. They want to destroy the Geth. They don't know what they want.
I'll let you get back to work.
Thank you, Commander.
What's over here? Stress call?
Edie, can you clean this up?
I will try.
This is the Kodesh. We've lost barriers. Our comm system is jammed. Can anyone hear this?
Quarian distress call.
Fighters incoming. Please, if anyone can hear this, we need help.
Damn.
We have hull breaches. Life support failing.
Ron, the Kanesh is getting swarmed by Geth fighters.
Damn it. Interceptors, divert to the Ganesh. Thank you, Commander. If you hadn't enhanced that signal, we'd have lost the ship.
Huh, I don't think I've ever done that before. How you doing, Tali?
I haven't heard any news about that Reaper base. Hopefully they'll give us a target soon.
So how did you end up back with your fleet, Tally?
When the war started, the Admiralty Board asked for my help. I had more recent contact with the Geth than most of my people.
Right, because you helped us with
They
Legion.
hadn't filled the spot on the board left by my father. I was invited in.
That makes sense.
It's just a technicality. I'm far too young to be a real admiral.
Ah, pish posh.
Don't sell yourself short, Tally.
See?
The board needed your expertise. You needed the authority that comes with rank.
How's it being back with the Quarians?
How is it being back with the fleet?
Right now, it's exhausting. I'm an admiral in the middle of a war.
Oh, yeah, huh?
They just want us to get out of this alive. Everything else can wait.
When this is over, I could use your help.
I can't, Shepard. If we survive this, we'll have a homeworld. My people need me.
Okay, so you're just
You could help
temporary?
the people's homeworld by fighting the Reapers.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm not thinking that far ahead yet.
Alright, well, we'll let you decide that later. How's the war going?
How did the war with the Geth get started anyway?
Yeah, this I want to know.
Admiral Zen developed a scanning countermeasure that interferes with Geth active scans.
Okay.
It's like a flashbang grenade. It effectively crippled the Geth ships in combat. My fleet couldn't pass up the chance to attack.
Can we get our hands on that technology right now?
Could we use it to fight the Reapers?
It only works against the Geth, unfortunately.
Oh.
Their AI lets them use extremely detailed LADAR pings. Zen's countermeasure overwhelmed them with garbage data.
Oh, okay.
And it's useless now that the Reapers have upgraded their processing power.
So now that the Reaper upgrades, now the Geth are fighting back against it.
Talk to you later, Tally.
Sure.
Well, as long as we're down here, I think I am going to go ahead and take a look at our new war assets, because we got a lot. Oh my gosh. Yeah, last time we checked this thing, we had about 2,000, like 2,400, now we're up to 2,900. I think we have enough points now for any ending in the game at this point. Let's take a look at our new assets. There's a lot. Here we go. Alien assets. We got the Volus Dreadnought Quunu. The Volus have only produced one Dreadnought, the Quunu, named after the diplomat who negotiated their client's race status with the Turians. The Quunu is the only Volus ship of its class, but is remarkably well armed. Its broadside cannons and main gun are all Thanix magnetic hydrodynamic weapons. A Turian general touring the Quunu after its maiden system voyage enthusiastically declared that the ship could char a planet 3 times over. While its construction was funded entirely by the Elkos Combine Corporation, the Dreadnought was jointly gifted to the Vol Protective and Turian hierarchy upon completion. Cool. What else we got? Volus Bombing Fleet. 75 points for that. Volus prefer air power in conflicts, counting on the Turians for ground support. They maintain several flotillas of heavy bomber frigates capable of warfare in any atmosphere. Yeah, I always forget, the Volus are very, very heavily tied with the Turians. I mean, Volus, they're not really super well armed to be soldiers. Not as badly as the Han are, but still, kind of like how the Han are use the Drell, the Volus rely a lot with the Turians. Batarian fleet. Wow, that is powerful. I mean, the Batarians were pretty meaty, so even though they're, pretty much all but gone, they're powerful. The once formidable Batarian army was all but annihilated when the Reapers struck Karshan. The enraged survivors have gathered into a single remaining fleet. Batarian refugees are enlisted by the thousands, desperate for a sense of purpose after the destruction of their homeworld. No collection of vessels is more eager to engage the Reapers than Karshan's last warships. Updated! As the highest-ranking officer left in the hegemony, Balak is now the last Batarian military leader. His leadership drive and barely contained fury have galvanized his troops. While Balak bears a deep hatred for the Alliance, he would do anything to save his people, and has begrudgingly joined forces with humanity to stop the Reapers. Updated! Batarian refugees are rallying around the Pillars of Strength, finding courage in this sacred, ancient artifact's recovery. So we've actually done quite a bit to make the Batarian fleet as strong as possible. Citadel Defense Force. I'm pretty sure we've gotten some upgrades to this, but maybe not. How many people in the Citadel? Yeah, Spectre Authorization released medical supplies from Customs to Hoyta Memorial Hospital, improving the quality of patient care. Spectre gave CSEC permission to tap into surveillance on private citizens. CSEC used the footage to make several arrests, improving security. CSEC was authorized to train civilian militia, strengthening their defense forces. Yeah, remember this defense force used to not be that powerful. Now it's at 114. Pretty sure that civilian militia upgrades it the most. Anything else that's new? CSEC is concentrating on war-related problems and more serious crimes. By focusing resources, the overall security of CSEC has improved. After reassurances that keeping money in the bank is critical to the war effort, Volus merchants are making donations to relief efforts and defense forces on the Citadel. Schematics recovered by Commander Shepard are helping CSEC easily locate and shut down active turrets left by Cerberus on the Citadel. Schematics of we already saw that one. Ah, this one. The Book of Clinics declares that every Volus must aid those in need during times of want. News of the book's recovery inspired many Volus citizens to donate generous amounts to the Citadel charities and defense funds. So we've done a lot to upgrade the Citadel Defense Force. Governor Growth and Passness. It's a Batarian governor we saved. The governor of the Batarian colony Kamala was outspoken in the early hours of the Reaper assault, blaming the Alliance for the destruction of Batarian comm buoys that were in fact destroyed by the Reapers. Now liberated from his world, the governor has undergone a dramatic conversion. His daily extract videos rally his former conservative xenophobic subjects to embrace the Citadel species as brothers and sisters in arms. Power of saving people. Unlike many Batarian politicians, he avoids micromanaging military affairs, content with inspirational tests and the logistical nightmare of providing urgently needed relief to Batarian refugees. So hey, that certainly helps with the Batarian war effort also. Void Devil's Fighter Wing. This is a Vorcha fleet. The Void Devils are a recent military creation consisting of Vorcha fighter pilots trained by human and Turian mentors. Although uniformly young by other species standards, the Devils have laser-like focus on the task of taking out enemy ships. Courageous in the extreme, they are also notably disciplined for Vorcha. During the invasion of their homeworld, the Devils fought hard, but ultimately obeyed the order to retreat while the wing was still intact, leaving them aligned but burning for revenge. So, I mean, Volus evolve quickly. They only have a lifespan of about 20 years, but these Vorcha have been specifically trained to pilot these ships, so they're very focused on that and very powerful. Going along with them, we got the Vorcha Labor Team. These socialized Vorcha were a maintenance and calibration crew on a small scientific outpost orbiting Tyrix. Such skilled labor is rare among Vorcha, but not unheard of, since Vorcha are trained by other species for precision tasks to develop finely tuned nerves and senses. Additionally, this crew can heal cellular damage caused by radiation exposure, which is useful since the Crucible is being built where no planet's magnetosphere protects it and extravehicular activity on its soul is often required. That's awesome. They're going to be a huge help to the Crucible. Liquid assets. Yeah, we just found some straight-up money. No war can be fought without a bankroll, and the cooperative manaverns on Ilium know it. Having escaped the invasion, a so-called Gang of Five is leveraging their staggering financial power to acquire the best talent materials for the Prothean device. They are doing so in necessary ignorance, believing they are hiring and acquiring parts for a new kind of fusion plant, as the device's existence is a tightly guarded secret. So are you just lying to them to get their money? I don't mind. We got some new Alliance stuff, it looks like. Alliance Engineering Corps, probably an update. Prothean data drives discovered by Sonix Industries have been turned over to the Alliance engineers. The base of a Hesperia period statue is covered in Prothean writing. Translation of proving useful to engineers working on the Prothean device. Neat. Any other Alliance upgrades? I think there might be one. Yep, Zaid Masani. Zaid Masani has a reputation as one of the most relentless and efficient mercenaries in the Terminus systems. Cerberus contacted Masani a few months after the Collectors were destroyed and offered him a job. Negotiations ended badly, and Masani now seeks out jobs that oppose his former employer's interests. He brings years of experience and finally hones survival skills to the fight against the Reapers. I think that's it for Alliance. Now, Asari. We found some new Asari stuff, right? Asari 6th Fleet got an upgrade, apparently. Updated, the Library of Asha contains definitive works by Asari on the art of war. These texts have been distributed as a standard training manual to all Asari recruits. Awesome. Anything else? Asari Cruiser Nephrain. The Asari Cruiser Nephrain is named for a lost city said to be buried in ice at Theseus' South Pole. The cruiser still carries scars from scores of Geth fighters it took on during the Battle of the Citadel in 2183. The crew refuses to have the scars removed, considering them marks of honor and a reminder of how close they came to annihilation. And Asari research ships. The Asari scientists in Orasoni had isolated themselves to prevent academic and corporate theft of their works. They've been researching new polymers, looking for a material with high heat resistance and zero conductivity that is dirt cheap to produce. One of their prototype materials appears ideal for insulating the Crucible's venting chambers. Great. Asari engineers probably got an upgrade. No, they're just new. The graceful soaring spires common to Asari architecture look deceptively delicate, but Theseus palaces, universities, and theaters have stood longer than most civilizations. That's true. Asari architectural engineers dispatched to the Crucible are testing the weapon's construction to make sure it can withstand tremendous amounts of pressure. If built improperly, stress could tear the Crucible in half upon activation. And we also found this Husk neural map. I don't remember why this one is Asari specific, but we found this. The biologists on Chalkos have made quick study of the brain structures of Husks and other Reaper creatures. Isolating the parts of the brain responsible for interpreting sensory data, their conclusion contrasts the various strengths and weaknesses of Reaper ground forces when it comes to sight, smell, hearing, and so forth. This data could be extremely useful for soldiers or citizens trying to escape and evade Reapers on occupied planets. That sounds great. And we got some Crucible updates. What we got? Oh my god, so much stuff. So much stuff. Volus fabrication units. Volus companies are skilled at mass producing whatever manufactured goods are currently in demand. Factories use modular equipment to switch their production lines from arms to housing to the next big galactic buying trend. Recovered from a manufacturing compound, these fabrication units can stamp out custom plastics for the Crucible on an industrial scale. Awesome. Volus engineering team. Elkos Combine is a manufacturer known for producing reliable but less expensive versions of higher-grade weapons and armor. Their scientists are adept at reverse engineering new technology. The Volus engineered rescues from Satuard are applying the same methods to break down instruction on how to create several dozen new plastics that can be integrated into the Crucible superstructure. In a show of unprecedented generosity, Elkos Combine has waived all proprietal claims to any new compounds created by its scientists. That is really generous. Interferometric array. Normally, interferometric arrays are used to analyze planetary land masses or to determine the astrophysical properties of stellar systems. The powerful array salvaged from the Hercules system can be used for something much more ambitious. The Crucible tunes into the master relay's command switches. Installing the interferometric array into the Crucible systems results in a real-time map of the entire galaxy, including the position of each and every Reaper in the Milky Way. Whoa, that sounds really fucking useful. Exogeny scientists. The Exogeny Corporation helped fund colonies all over the galaxy in exchange for a share of any natural resources found by the settlers. Shu's Hope was one of the richest claims. The colonists were obligated to turn over any Prothean discoveries in exchange for ancient ruins on Pharos. A team of Exogeny scientists studying the few scraps of Prothean ruins found around Shu's Hope have become experts in their own right, contributing their knowledge to the Crucible project. That makes sense. They've worked around so much Prothean stuff, they gotta know some stuff. Element Zero converted. Is my alarm going off? No, I'm getting a phone call. I missed a phone call from my family. I'll have to call them back. Element Zero refineries are large industrial facilities that remove impurities from the element, also called EZO, before it is used to fuel starships or gravity generators. It's an important process, and sending electrical charge through impure EZO can cause the element to explode. By setting up a conversion facility beside the Crucible, EZO can be mined, refined, and supplied to the project in record time. Emergency fuel pods. The fuel pods scavenged from a field of debris in the Valhallan threshold were once attached to a fleet of merchant vessels making long, risky journeys into uncharted space. The pods have been repurposed to the Crucible project. When activated, the Crucible's fusion reactors consume entire oceans of helium-3. The fuel pods serve as emergency reservoirs should the weapon use more power than expected. Awesome. Dark Energy Dissertation. That's right. That whole Dark Energy Dissertation that requires all those Mass Effect 1 missions to be completed is 5 points. 5 points for doing all those side quests in Mass Effect 1. Published years ago by Dr. Conrad Werner. Holy shit, he was a doctor the whole time. This doctoral dissertation on xenotechnology is a lengthy but intriguing argument that dark energy causes a minute but empirically observable difference in the passage of time. Hotly debated when first published, the paper's theory is supported by recent data. The dissertation illuminates several instructions left by the Protheans on how to build the Crucible. Updated. Dr. Werner found additional schematics useful in the creation of the device. After passing the data onto the Alliance, he added Commander Shepard to the dissertation's list of acknowledgments. If you don't have all those other updates and you just have Conrad Werner, the Dark Energy dissertation is only worth 1 point. It's pathetic and hilarious. Alright, we still got more of these. And this episode might run long, but it's just going to be reading off more of these. Solarian, we've got an upgrade to the Solarian 3rd Fleet. Now that their egg clutches are out of danger, Solarian Colony Technical is shipping all of the materials and investments it can muster to the 3rd Fleet. Oh, well, that was simple. What new Turian things do we get? Upgrade to the 6th Fleet. Commander Shepard recovered a neurotoxin formula from a Cerberus lab, using it to make an antidote for poisoned Turian generals. Great. Oh, and something else. Turian 7th Fleet update. Crates of dextroamino acid metagel have been shipped out to the Turian 7th Fleet. This resupply will help Turian medics treat potentially fatal wounds. Neat. And I think that's it. So, okay, we're not too over time, really, at all. Gosh, I love this. It's like we're finding technology and people all over the galaxy and focusing to the Crucible and to the war effort. It's so fun doing all this. I will see you guys next time when we're going to start doing some of these Geth and Quarian side quests. So, see you then.